Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Chora with Ignition Time. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. This is a monumental time for our country, and my goal is to help you make sense of the craziness that surrounds us. Again, my name is Dr. Nitin Chora. This right here is a little bit of information about me. You'll learn a little bit more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. This channel, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. In this video, I'm going to answer the question, can Trump actually pardon himself? That's the first question. And then the second question is, what is the scenario in which Trump may actually want to resign? What is the scenario in which it may actually make sense for Trump to resign? Let's just jump right in. First, I want to tell you about some of the comments that the House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, the Republican from California, is making on the floor of the House right now. Some pretty incredible comments from the top Republican in the House. Kevin McCarthy is saying that the incident last week was not done by Antifa. And he says this doesn't mean that the president is free from fault. Again, the House Minority Leader, Kevin McCarthy, said this doesn't mean the president is free from fault. He said the president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress, and he said he should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. Again, he should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding. And Kevin McCarthy said that impeachment is a mistake in a short time frame, and he said Trump must take some blame, and he calls for investigation and censure of the president. Again, the House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy said that Trump should accept his share of responsibility and ensure Joe Biden can start his second term. He calls for censure. This creates a situation where Trump may want to simply pardon himself. There have been reports that Trump has considered pardoning himself. No president in the history of the United States has ever pardoned himself, but then no president in the history of the United States has ever done the kind of things that Donald Trump has done. So that is an interesting argument right there. Now, let's be clear. Can Trump pardon himself? No president has ever pardoned himself. So the short answer is we don't know. But if Trump does indeed pardon himself, it's very clear that he would be able to pardon himself from any federal offenses. And as far as any potentially new ongoing investigations in DC, by the DC district attorney that may result as that may be ongoing, that may emerge. Those are not going to be things that Trump can use the pardon to protect himself from. So, as far as self-pardoning is concerned, the Justice Department had issued a memo in the past saying that the president cannot pardon himself. But again, it's just a memo, it's just a guideline. No president has ever actually pardoned himself. So if Trump does indeed end up pardoning himself, then that could open up a whole new conversation. Now, here's something interesting. If Trump pardons himself, and he protects himself from federal offenses, what happens to the state level investigations? They would be ongoing. But again, we would be in no man's land if Trump pardons himself. I'll actually talk to you about a scenario where it might make sense for Trump to resign. But first, let me show you a video featuring House Speaker Pelosi, who was interviewed on 60 Minutes and asked this exact same question. And by the way, before I show you this video, I do want to be clear that even though Kevin McCarthy is asking for censure, House Speaker Pelosi had said that won't fly. She's going for impeachment. The Democrats are going for impeachment. And probably by the time you see this video, Trump would have been impeached on the floor of the House. The first president in the history of the United States to be impeached twice by House representatives. Let's take a look at House Speaker Pelosi and her thoughts on the pardoning power of Donald Trump and the pardoning power of the presidency. Let's roll the tape and watch.
What if he pardons himself?
What if he pardons these people who are terrorists on the Capitol?
Or pardons
What if he does
himself?
that? He can only pardon himself from federal offenses. He cannot pardon himself from state offenses, and that's where he's being investigated in the state of New York.
There is a possibility that after all of this, there's no punishment, no consequence, and he could run again for president.
And that's one of the motivations that people have for advocating for impeachment.
Won't that take more than the 10 days? I mean, does it actually make sense?
Well, I like the 25th Amendment because it gets rid of him. He's out of office. But there is strong support in the Congress for impeaching the president a second time.
So, pretty interesting comments from House Speaker Pelosi. Now, let's explore the scenario in which it might make sense for Trump to resign. So, there's Donald Trump, the President of the United States at the time I'm recording this video, and there's Vice President Mike Pence. quite an unusual situation that Vice President Mike Pence is. Here's a scenario in which it might make sense for Trump to resign. If Trump resigns, and if Vice President Mike Pence becomes the President of the United States, who then pardons Trump, that gives him a lot of cover legally against any kind of federal offenses. So that is an interesting scenario in which Trump may end up or may want to pardon many of his family members like Don Jr. and many of the others. And then Trump may want to resign and have Mike Pence pardon him, giving him the legal cover that he needs. The other option for Trump is to say, you know what, let's just try it. Let's take a flyer, a Hail Mary, if you will, and I'm going to pardon myself. Those are the two possibilities. Now, anything is possible in the next 7 days, but don't be surprised if A, Trump pardons himself, or B, if Trump resigns and has Mike Pence pardon him, because those are the possibilities, those are the opportunities for legal cover, and that's probably what the Trump campaign is considering, brainstorming, thinking through right now with their attorneys, Alan Dershowitz and Rudy Giuliani right now. Not to mention that Rudy Giuliani himself might need pardoning by Donald Trump. So don't be surprised if you see all of this emerging. You're likely to see Donald Trump pardoning a whole bunch of people, including his family members, including Rudy Giuliani, and then either self-pardoning himself or resigning and having Mike Pence pardon him. These are the possibilities that exist in the next few days. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. You'll get a link to all of our resources in the description section below. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. Thank you for giving me your time in these unbelievable times we live in. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda. Right here is some information about me. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. I want to help you live the American dream as soon as we get through this American nightmare. We live in incredible times, and that's why this channel, the Ignition Time channel, was created to try and help you make sense of what's going on in the world around us. Because I believe that once you understand what's happening in the country, you'll be able to better understand what's happening in the economy, and by extension, you'll be able to better handle your money. This channel, the Ignition Time channel, is about the country, it's about the economy, and it's about your money. We release videos every day, and I encourage you to click like, to click subscribe, to enable notifications, because then you'll be able to get notified by YouTube whenever we release a video. If you learn something new, please gently hit the subscribe button and enable notifications so you get alerts from us as we release videos going forward. Now, sometimes YouTube does not release these alerts as soon as we release the videos. So the best way around that is simply to bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. Make sure you do that. This way you can visit the homepage of our channel and you'll never miss a single video. I think that you'll find that extremely valuable. So please do that. I would really appreciate you doing that. Also, please share this video with just 2 friends or family members. That's just 2 friends or family members. Follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is ignition_time. That's ignition_time. And also follow us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is also ignition_time. That's ignition_time. Our Twitter community is growing very rapidly. One of the advantages of Twitter is you'll know in real time what I'm reading. You'll know in real time what I'm thinking because I retweet in real time. It's a way for us to almost get through the news together. So definitely follow me on Twitter. Once again, my Twitter handle is ignition_time. In fact, let's show you my Twitter feed right here. And as I'm recording this, I'm getting alerts of our Twitter followers growing and our Twitter community growing. So you'll see my Twitter feed right here as we scroll through the Twitter feed, and you'll start to see everything I'm reading, everything I'm retweeting in real time, because these are unusual times that we live in. So definitely follow me on Twitter. As always, you'll get a link to all of our resources in the description section below. So definitely check out the description section below. This channel, the Ignition Time channel, is designed to help you make sense of this world and help us get through this together. We have gone through a range of emotions together. I've covered stimulus news where I'm hoping that it's raining money. Well, it's not raining money right now. Look at that, raining money. I want to cover news where we have a successful start to the year. I mean, when the new year came along, it was like we were in party mode. There was confetti everywhere, and we were celebrating that finally 2020 is behind us. But now sometimes I feel I'm looking forward to 2022. When the new year came along, I was dancing. And I was actually breakdancing too. Let me show you my breakdancing skills, because I can do what I think is a decent breakdance. Watch this, okay? Watch this. I'm going to pull an imaginary rope. It was very hard to pull that imaginary rope. I'm actually out of breath right now. So I'm going to try and bring a smile to your face in this unbelievable news climate that we live in. You have seen my breakdance. If you, in case you want to see it one more time, check this out. I can actually do the moonwalk as well. I'll do the moonwalk for you guys in the next video. But seriously, I want to help us make sense of this crazy day and age that we live in. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, please click like, please subscribe, please enable notifications, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.